Death Note. This was awesome. Highly recommend anybody to go watch. This thing is absolutely incredible, and it starts off really well. Had a lot of questions, there was a lot of things, but the way it was portrayed. Spoilers. If you haven't seen it, this is going to be chock full of spoilers, and I plan to make several, at least a few videos back and forth to kind of get questions and see what people think, because I really just loved this. Okay. Let me switch over to something real quick. Okay, there was actually now you know there was a couple of live action movies, I guess, of this in Japan, but it was actually in 2011, Warner Brothers bought the rights, and director Shane Black was going to make it, and then get a load of this. Okay, they decided, okay, to change the backstory of Light into one of vengeance instead of justice, and also to remove the Shinigami. If you don't have the Shinigami in Death Note, then this isn't Death Note, okay? But Black, the director, opposed the change, and it has not been greenlit. So you could just see, here's a story. Hey, go make this story, and it's a fantastic story, right? Death Note, and sure, it needs to be adapted, okay? But to completely gut and change it, and well, we're going to do some of this. That's crazy. But anyway, past the American film directing thing here, or whatever. So let's get past that. All right. In the beginning, the problem I had, or to understand, was: is Light just evil? Because I mean, this just happened so fast to him. But and so I couldn't get that. Is he so evil, or is this thing just picking this Death Note up, that corrupting? And of course, then the genius thing, where the evil Light uses his own good original persona to get close to L. Wow. And that's when I saw it. I said, no, this guy is basically a good guy. He just, I guess, once you start using this Death Note, it's on. Your soul is getting corrupted hard. Okay? And that was amazing. And then it worked so well, right? His good persona was such a good guy that it brought the defenses down, okay, on L, who had never really had a friend. He says, you're really my first friend ever. And even at the end, and I'm trying to use words not like seduce, but it's kind of the way it was with friendship, and in a non-sexual way. And even at the end, oh, this is a great example here. But even at the end in the rain, he knew it looked like L didn't have the will to kill his friend, his only friend, and the whole feet washing and the whole kind of deal. Right there, this charisma, and everything that Light had, and he just kind of gave up. It's like, I don't want, and sure enough, he got killed, and then evil Light came back, and the whole plan went. And the guy was a genius, and oh my gosh, I love this. The whole thing with and then the kind of the false, roads that the writer had us go down. The female detective who I was really rooting for, and that just, and they didn't find the body, so I always had hope. That was always something I thought may come in, because she, had a really good, reason for vengeance, but that didn't go down that way. The whole thing with, there's so much I want to talk about with Death Note, and the whole thing with the Shinigami, the second I saw it, I said, oh, wow, look at it, but the personality and the whole thing was amazing. And then pairing up the beginning and the end, okay, the way, spoilers, everybody, spoilers, if you haven't seen it, get out of here. This will be titled with spoilers too. But, oh my goodness, probably late to say that, right? But anyway, right in the beginning, he said, the Shinigami, right, Rook, he said, basically his reason for being down there was bored. He was bored. He was bored. That's why he was looking down there, bored to death. All these Shinigami, bored. And so he comes down there, and even Light. This is actually he'd been using it for a while, and it was kind of, the question was, I don't remember the exact wording, but basically Light said the same thing. Why are you? Well, because basically I'm bored too. So this was amazing, and staying, and like I said, I want to hop around a lot, and then at the end, okay. The way he died was I thought it was fantastic. Now, like I say, hopping from the beginning to the end. In the beginning, I was like, who is Light and who's this Rook guy? This whole, you know, who are they? You know, and the Shinigami. And then at the end, Light is this good guy, corrupted by power, which is what happens. He has the power of life and death, and of course makes the wrong decision. But the most interesting thing is who is the Shinigami, and who is this bored person that even at the end you could see he was, you know, going to keep his promise that in the end I'll write you in the death note and kill you, and that's what he did. But in the end, it was actually a mercy because he was shot up and he was at the end. Okay, I mean that was. Light was there, so even in a way it was a mercy. But the voice that they had at the end, Rook was the entertainment he had gotten out of this was full. He was satiated. He was entertained. And the truth is the Shinigami is us. It really is the viewer, us the viewer at the end, watching the end the way it should be, being entertained. It's a sad, dark end, but it's correct, and it's highly entertaining. So that's who the Shinigami, to me, in the end, really is. It's us. It's the reader saying, you know, you've got to go this way for our own entertainment. So, and the whole, even the pop star, I initially didn't find her very entertaining, but as it progressed, I even enjoyed her character quite a bit, and the entire ensemble that they had around L and Light, his father, and the whole thing of his own father. Like I said, the amount of how fast and evil he got. His own father, he was willing to throw everybody away, you know, for this. And it is, and well, and even the Rook even said in the beginning, you know, kind of about your whole family's. I can't remember the exact way, but it was kind of like not. I'm going to say this too strong, but it was basically cursed, or how this thing isn't going to be good for anybody, for your family. And sure enough, I mean, look at his sister gets kidnapped, and his father gets killed, and you know he just keeps throwing and sacrificing people away, but that's absolute power corrupts. And this whole power of death thing was just, oh my God, I love this series so much. And L, and even the way in the end that it turned out, you still weren't sure. So this was fantastic. Anyway, I don't want to go on too much longer. I would like to do at least one and maybe a couple of back and forth kind of viewer comment videos, because I absolutely loved this series. And I still have Berserk. I need to get that done, and Toriko, I've got to still do that. I still need to get those 4 episodes in and watch that and give kind of a little mini review. Anyway, I appreciate it. And this is open forum, so all spoilers, let it all out. This is a Death Note discussion, because this is one heck of an anime. Anybody could be an anime fan. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything you want to. Until next time, take care.